Well, talking about my experience in the maritime service, I joined Indian Coast Guard during its formative years. It was the time when legal regime for ocean governance and ocean resource management was fast evolving. Indian Coast Guard was essentially constituted to protect India's national interest in the maritime zones, that is, by ensuring resource protection, maritime environment protection, safety of life and property at sea, and assisting in marine scientific research. Most of the ocean resources and what constitutes the blue economy interests, they are undersea. However, whether it is Maritime Domain Awareness MDA or Underwater Domain Awareness UDA, the regulatory framework is very important. The regulatory framework for undersea domain is very different from what is there for activities on ocean surface. Undersea domain beyond national jurisdiction is governed under UN Convention of the Law of Sea, and this area is this ocean space is designated as area, and it is governed by a universal principle of common heritage of mankind. Now, if we come to the underwater domain within national jurisdiction, it is again under dual control of the central government and state government. That is to say, the seabed resources of territorial waters and exclusive economic zone, they are vested with the union or central government, and the water column resources of territorial waters, that is fisheries resources, are under jurisdiction of state government. Also, the scientific research activity in the EEZ is governed under the provisions of Law of Sea Convention. So we have this overlapping legal jurisdiction of various agencies, and therefore when you take up UDA framework, we'll have to take into account the jurisdiction of international agency, central agency, and state agency. Well, MRC is pursuing various activities on multiple fronts, and particularly in doing so, it is integrating the blue economy entities, the environmental regulators, law enforcement agencies, and science and technology providers. It's a great job, and I'm also aware that MRC is collaborating with various universities and institutions. However, I would like to highlight one very significant piece of work that MRC is contributing, and very, very important one. Degradation of acoustic underwater environment, and that is on the account of shipping, is a serious concern which is under discussion with IMO, and specifically with the Marine Environment Protection Committee of IMO. MRC has been conducting research work on underwater radiated noise and its impact on marine species. Now, because this work is happening in the Indian Ocean region in the tropical conditions, as and when India is required to articulate its stand on the degradation of acoustic underwater environment while in the treaty making process, it gets addressed specifically for Indian concerns. And its significance is this, that earlier we had threat to marine environment from the pollution from ship. For last 3 or 4 decades, several legislative regulations, treaty law has come and regulations have come to prevent pollution of sea from shipping. Similarly, we can expect through IMO platform that legislative framework will come up for regulating or controlling the degradation of undersea environment, particularly the noise originating from the shipping. There is marine environment concern, undersea environment concern, and that is originating from shipwrecks. There are numerous shipwrecks and sunken ships in our territorial waters, and there is huge quantity of pollutants and fuel oil trapped in the tanks of the ships. We are not aware about the fate of those wrecks or the condition of the hull of those ship tanks. We don't know even if the oil or bunker oil from the wrecks has already released in the undersea environment doing the damage. Therefore, I think MRC could be able to bring the focus to this concern so that if the damage is not already done, some proactive measures can be taken to prevent further damage to marine environment from the pollutants which are trapped in the shipwrecks. The another challenge for undersea environment is underwater search and rescue. I can tell you for the search and rescue, that is maritime search and rescue, in India we have a very well established system. However, if the vessel or aircraft or the beacon goes under sea, the conventional beacon transmission will not be received thereafter once it is submerged. And therefore, the search becomes very difficult. This part and the threat to the marine environment probably will be subject of studies and further taken forward for better safe and secure seas as we talked about.